you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, what that shit do? All right. Keep in mind that these messages are general, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch for the next one, and hopefully it sticks. Okay. Now, collective. Y'all, this, I feel like this message goes for my collective that has really been putting the work in towards y'all dreams, y'all goals, your mind, your body, your spirit. Like, y'all could literally be in hermit mode, bro. Some of y'all have a farm. But you really been, I'm putting there work, work, work. Okay, so something significant can be happening in June. Somebody's name could be Larry. Okay, but collective, this is your season where you should be enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay, and I know sometimes it can be hard, because I was thinking about this on the drive um when I was running the errand earlier, right? And I was just thinking, I was like, man, I haven't really had the chance to like enjoy all the hard work that I've been putting in, like I'm talking like really, really enjoy it, right? Because it's either I'm always putting it back into my businesses and this and that. I feel like some of y'all may be going through the same thing. Like sometimes it may be a little hard for y'all to splurge on yourself, because you may look at the things that you may want or desire once you get them and be like, dang, like, I could have used this to do this, or I could have did that to do that. Like, I feel like Big G wants you to be like, no, you deserve to have the finer things in life, collective. So if you worked hard toward, or if it's something that you really want, and you've worked hard for it, and you come up on something that makes it able for you to get said thing, okay? Get it. All right, collective. But this is the season where a lot of people may have laughed about you or at you or whatever the case may be. Is like now they're in this crying season, okay? Whereas now you are the one laughing and enjoying the moment, the present moment, okay? It is definitely stirring up a lot of emotions around the people where the shit was on the opposite end, okay? So let's get into it. The death card wanted to come out, but it came out in the reverse, okay? Self-esteem. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others, okay? So whatever it is that you're doing, collective, I'm getting the delivery, okay? Some of you guys can work for a delivery company like Amazon. You could be a mail carrier, DoorDash, Uber, whatever the case may be, okay? Um, you guys have a certain type of confidence about yourself. Hey, Shia, hey, y'all. Y'all have a certain type of confidence about yourself that I feel like it took a lot of work to get here. All right, I feel like with fear coming out, a lot of people could have projected certain things onto you. Oh, it's a black beetle, y'all. Y'all know I don't do bugs. And they be attracted to white cars, too. Let me roll the window up a little bit. Y'all know I don't do bugs. Hell no. Okay. But listen, collective, a lot of people projected their own insecurities onto you when it came to you stepping into your power, you stepping into your true authentic self, okay? And it's something about just how you carry yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys could be speakers, or it's something where people can see you using these gifts, okay? And not only does it benefit you as far as like further showing my eyes on this beetle, goddamn, it's close. Not only are people looking at you operating in whatever it is that you manifested for yourself, but it's helping them gain this type of energy or this type of courage as well, okay? So fear, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So I feel like y'all have really just gotten to a point to where it's like, kind of fuck what everybody else got to say when it comes to what by you doing whatever it is that you love, Because when you really look at it, collective, is the people that are projecting fear into your plans, into your goals, are they living up and doing the things that they love? Are they? Because for one to operate in what it is that they love, you know what it takes to do that. And when you see that there's another individual in this world that is also trying to do the same thing, there should be a sense of encouragement, motivation, a pushing, right? When it comes to you knowing that someone even had the courage to speak on whatever it is that their gifts are, what they want to do, and straying them into the right direction. Okay, now a lot of people see, look at that, failure came out again. Make sure y'all look at the last live I did, this a silver lining, because failure came out first. Failure came out first in that reading, and this energy is very like it's around y'all a lot. Y'all have a lot of people that did not think that you were going to end up in these places, in these spaces with these certain type of people that you about to come in contact with. They didn't know. Or I feel like a lot of them knew. That's why they projected this fear into you. Okay? This is like people that want to put a rain on your parade. They see how enthusiastic you are towards something, how happy you are, how it makes you feel. And because maybe they may have not found out what that is in their life that makes them feel that way towards going towards something, then it's like somebody that just wants to shoot down whatever it is that you were happy about. Okay? It's making me think of this reel I seen. I forgot who it was that was speaking, but he was talking about how I think he was saying how he had a good day, or he was just super excited for something. And he came in the house and he was telling his dad was just like, what you smiling for? Like, to making him feel as though you shouldn't be that happy, right? Don't let nobody treat you like that, collective. Because as you continue to operate in your gifts and your purpose, you're going and you see how far that takes you. One day you're gonna look back, you're gonna probably bump into people that you used to resonate, used to associate with, and then people are going to be doing the same shit. They're gonna have this story of the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, I coulda did this, I coulda. You damn right you coulda, but you didn't. So instead of talking about what you could have did, it's like, what are you doing now in order to obtain that? Are you still talking about the people that actually did get their ass up and go towards what the fuck they wanted to do? Okay? So whatever it is that you're doing, collective, is fruitful. Because, again, it's not only helping you, but it's helping other people. And that's what gifts, it's like that's why God gives us gifts. Because he's very generous with us, right? And he wants to know, with whatever it is that he has instilled in you, are you going to be of a reflection of him? Are you going to also be generous and spread these gifts? Are you know, it's kind of selfish when you just keep something to yourself, especially when it has the potential of helping other people. Hey, Steve. There is somebody in this world right now that needs the gift that you have, that you're refusing to let out. They need it. They still have not found you, you know, and it's needed. Always listen, you are needed. Okay? Because with failure coming out here, it says, I understand that a mistake is an opportunity to learn. Like, it's giving Aaliyah, if at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Okay? It's a million ways to skin a cat, baby. Yep, Steve said it's somebody for everyone. Exactly. In the aspect of love, in the aspect of business, in the aspect of you using your gifts, whatever that is. Even if, don't ever get discouraged because the people that are in arm's length of you do not appreciate those gifts. Okay? I did not expect for me to even be sitting here. If you really want to keep it 100, if you really want to keep it 100, collective, if you would have asked me years ago where I have seen myself doing this, probably would not have been in my deck of cards, right? But it's funny too. Every time a message be coming, it be funny how it's like it correlates with what I be posting on my Instagram prior to even getting on here. But let's talk about it. So I posted this one clip of this one guy. He was on the podcast and he was speaking on how, I know some people may have a question as far as like, well, how do I know what my gifts are? Okay. Hey Zion. Hey, I ain't seen you in a minute, Zay. But yeah, he was speaking, he was basically saying your gifts are what comes easy to you and may be complicated to other people. Okay, like I always say, it could be something that you didn't even have to go to school for. You didn't really, and even if you did, that's you bettering it as far as whatever it is that your gift is that you knew how to do. Maybe you wanted to further your education in it, you know, because he did speak on like, he was like, he knew what his gift was in his early childhood days as far as being a speaker when he had a group project and the girls was like, well, I'll do all the work, I just don't want to speak. And he was like, cool, I'll speak because I don't want to do none of the work. So like, I want y'all to really do a little homework when it comes to yourself. Okay, what is something that you always may have that brings that childlike energy out in you, that you know that you have discovered that you were always good at, and maybe steering off of that, you still held that in you. You showed it, you displayed it in some way, shape, or form to where someone has said, hey, you know, you ever thought about doing this? Or you'll be a good this. And it'd be that same thing that you may have strayed away from. You know, take that as synchronicities as far as Big G trying to pat you on your shoulder and be like, hey, you know, I know you're not happy here. I know, you know, it's this route that we took. Yeah, it pays the bills. It does this and that. But are you happy? Because what I got for you, not only is it going to be able to cover all of that, but you're going to love doing it. You're going to love doing it. Okay? Failure is not an option here. It's either, that L is a lesson learned. It teaches you how to better do something. If it didn't work that way, all right, cool, then let me try it this way. Because a lot of people, they have something in mind as far as whatever it is that they want to do or be in life, and then the moment, again, the first sense of discouragement happens within yourself. You counting yourself out. All right, but once you move past that and you tell yourself like, yeah, okay, all right, I got it. The second one is those people in arm's length of you, the people that you kick it with, hang with, your family with, whatever, and you being able to bypass not being so hung up on, because the arm length people are not on board, that the possibility of other people being on board won't as well. Sometimes it's hard for some people that have a personal connection with you to love, support, or push you when you guys are in the same space. You grew up in the same neighborhood. You grew up in the same city. Everybody's trying to get out. Everybody's trying to come to a point of making it making it, you know, and that looks different to everyone. Sometimes your making it might not be on a platform. It may not be here or there. Sometimes your making it may be you touching a community or working with people or administrations where it may not get the publicity of being on your time feed. Don't ever discount yourself because making it to someone else is publicly seen other than what it is that you are doing. Okay, maybe somebody needs to hear that. But you know, maybe for the other majority of you guys, I do feel like it is somewhere or something where you are going to be seen. Okay. You will be seen, because fear is here. Don't think about the people that may not rock with you, like you, or that That's like celebrities spending all day looking at the negative comments and totally bypassing the other ones that really are anticipating for you to keep showing up and showing yourself. Okay, it's always gonna be, yeah, worry, because I get that heavily. You're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, collective, and that's okay. Cause what they say, you're gonna be somebody whiskey. All right, somebody could like drinking whiskey. Okay, put a little orange peel up in there, a little smoke. I don't like smoky drinks. I get a little triggered from the house fire, so I'd be like, I don't really care for that, but I guess that's supposed to bring out the aroma of the whiskey. Okay, you come with all the smoke, basically, collective. And some people, you know, you a little bit too straight for these people. They used to people that they gotta have a little chaser with it. They want people to follow them, and nah, it's straight no chaser when it comes to you. Okay. It says worry. I am learning that worrying doesn't change an outcome. Okay. You get a lot of people that disregarded you in a sense of worry as well, because it's like now you're becoming a threat, collective. I don't think you understand that. You are becoming a threat. The type of energy that you have, your gifts, and again, it comes from a place of selflessness. You're not afraid to share your gifts, to share your experiences, to resonate with people on a real human level, okay? Not to feel like you talking to a scripted ass person. I feel like, nah, you really come how you are. And I want y'all to understand, the right people is gonna rock with you. The right people is gonna rock with you. And who don't. They're gonna go on with their life, and they're gonna find their tribe. Okay? Because listen, relationships in the reverse. You're going through a little shakeup, okay? Right now, you're going through a little shakeup. You could, with you stepping into your purpose, this can make your partner feel a certain type of way. Okay, for an example, for some of you guys, and just take it in whatever situation it resonate with. But before you got this level of self-esteem, somebody was very comfortable with you. It's like giving bland energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is this is like somebody being so used to bland shit, and then as soon as you put the little seasoning salt on it, it's like, what? So this shit this whole time had the potential of tasting better? You know what I'm saying? As if that's a bad thing. I don't know. Some of y'all can be a chef. You adding a little. I feel like your self-esteem adds a little. You know, like the salt do, adds a little to whatever lane that you're in, collective. And people are scared by this because it's like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you giving this energy of what's her name? Mrs. Trunch from Matilda. You giving her energy. Mrs. Stretchbull or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You energetically, that's how you make motherfucker feel, because it's like you make people tighten up a little bit. Okay? You got a lot of people that's like, oh shit. These people did not want you to step into this energy, collective. They did not want you to step into this energy. Look, doubt is in the reverse. You're no longer doubting yourself. You are betting on yourself. That's the fuck I'm talking about, collective. Keep that shit up, because again, in the upright, these people doubted you. They doubted whatever it is that was. It's like these people thought that they can dictate how your ending was going to be. Okay? I don't know why I got that. Like, if you are a spiritualist, y'all can have people that like to make kind of like shading jokes about you, like call you Miss Cleo or some shit like that. But it's just the fact that like you can read a motherfucker like a book. I'm telling you, all you need is you. And that's what intimidates these people. That's what kind of worries people. I thought I seen a car flip over. Because as you operate in these gifts, you have become a lot more confident. So your words hold weight here. And that's why it's fear in some of these people, because it's like, oh shit. Oh shit. Evidently something that you said, it must have come to fruition. And somebody was like, oh shit. I remember Collector said this. Now I see why this situation didn't pan out the way it should have. Now I see why things are failing in my life. Now I see why this and that. And now they scared. They scared and they worried. Now they scared and they worried. Energy don't lie. People do. Okay? People do. Also, be aware about going to fake ass spiritualists, okay? Even though some people may say, for somebody selling you something or offering something, it should not come off as if they're trying to sell themselves to you, okay? Anybody that is confident in their gifts is not going to be all, oh yeah, you should believe me, and I did this and this. We have no points to prove here, okay? We have no points to prove. Either your energy is going to align with them to where you trust them to read you, or it doesn't. The seller your energy should be, that person's energy should be their selling point. Because a lot of motherfuckers will sell you a dream, okay? And like, have you ever come across somebody that had that type of energy, and like with fear, it was just something off that just was not setting right with you? Maybe some of y'all have come across that. It's given like, you know, those people that be outside of the grocery store that be trying to force you to put your name on that paper, and did you vote, did you this and that, and you can just say, no, I'm okay, and they just keep going. It's just like, hold on, like, what is you trying to do? Why? I said no. No is a complete sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like them forcive type of people. We gotta watch out for those type. Because by avoiding listening to your intuition off of how someone makes you feel, you'll further end up wondering why something is not working out for you, or why you may have I don't know, this is specific for someone here. It's not for all y'all, but it's like if somebody here had paid to get something, this is like somebody getting something, trusting someone and paying them to do something, and whatever it is that they pay to do is not working, either for themselves or for someone else. Now they worry. But with the worry here, I feel like this is like, you know, this could have been somebody that tried to do something to someone else, and now the shit is backfiring and it's happening to fucking them. Now they scared. This is somebody who could have been like, man, I wish, I want to have collective self-esteem, right? They want a destiny swap with you. They want to have your whole steez. Not knowing the shit that you had to go through with fear, the feelings and the emotions that you acquired when betting on yourself, when you know, disregarding how people may feel towards you, and how many L's you done took, how many lessons you had to learn, how many nights you was worrying if the hard work that you was doing was ever going to amount to something. They didn't consider that. They just wanted the finished product. But they didn't know the process that the shit went through in order for you to be built the way that you are. So whoever try to do some destiny swapping type of shit because they want your gifts and they want the certain type of energy that you hold, baby, be prepared to also bag the bad shit too. But it's like you have a way of carrying yourself and holding on to, not carrying, I should say. You don't look like what you've been through, and that is what throws this person off with whoever decided to do some fuck shit like that. But I digress. Let's move it along. Okay, love. Ooh, a lot of people love you, collective, and I feel like it's because you exude love, okay? Unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. Like I said, with self-esteem and your gifts, it's like whatever it is that you do, people can tell that you love it. There's no doubt about it. People can tell that you love to do what you do. It's because you love yourself enough to also see the love in other people. And you're a very affectionate person. Okay? Like, I feel like your energy is very affectionate. So even if you're not touching someone, they feel like you being around, they're getting hugged by your presence. Or they feel this sense of you get a lot of people attracted to you, okay? Your energy is very, it's felt. It's felt. I feel like it took a lot for you to get to this space of just loving yourself unconditionally, okay? Not loving yourself because your hair was like this that one day, or because, you know, you've learned to love the good and the bad parts of you. And as much as whatever the bad, you may consider the bad parts to you, you've actively worked on that. No matter how scary it was, no matter, you know, nobody likes to face their own demons. And I feel like you've done that. You're like, you know what? Yes, this happened. Yes, I used to move like this. Yeah, this happened to me. But it does not define me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let that situation, that person, that place rob me from the love that I have for myself, or that the love that I'm trying to acquire for myself. So because you know what it took for you to go through that sense of turmoil in your life, that's why you're just a very giving person, like unconditionally. Because you never want to be the cause as the shit that you had to heal from. Nobody should want to be on that end. So that makes me feel like you could be like some type of healer, okay? You know what it feels to be hurt, or you know how it feels to be let down, disregarded. All right, separation. It says sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. Okay. So with these people that try to instill fear and their own sense of projection, hey, Tainted, into your life, you separated yourself from them. You only want people, I feel like you guys started to operate in ways of like, I only want people that not only say they love me, but show that they love me. And the way you separating from people and detaching yourself from people, collective, you got motherfuckers wondering if you ever did love them. Like, damn, with your cutoff game is cold, collective. They like, shit, did collective ever love me? It's like, yeah, you know, fortunately for you, you love these people unconditionally. But when it comes to your boundaries and what you choose to be around and whatnot, it's not them. You loving these people from a distance now. Because it's like, no matter how much love you give to someone, if they refuse to do the work within themselves, if they don't love themselves, that connection, that situation is never going to fall through. You can love you all you want to, but if you around a motherfucker that don't love themselves, they're going to be triggered by the way in which how you get dressed, how you like to do your hair, how you able to have people attracted and gravitated towards you. They're gonna feel a way in the sense of how you're so giving freely. And that's just naturally you. You're not putting up no front. You ain't pretending. You don't have any ill intent when you do these things. That's just naturally the type of person that you are. But because these are the type of people that don't bear that within themselves, and they look at you in this sense of like, you think you're better than me. It's like, no, you think I'm better than you, because there's ways in which that you wish that you had within yourself that you can have, but you got to do the work, because we're here with someone criticizing you with you being a loving person. Some people would doubt. Some people didn't really think, again, like that's just how you were, and it really is. But with doubt in reverse, now people are realizing like, damn, I doubted this person. I didn't really think they were that loving. I didn't really think that even though I did them wrong, that they genuinely still loved me, still cared about me. Like, you know, some of these people, the trash really did take itself out. Your love was too much for these people. So because they knew that they could not continue to wear this mask around you to make it seem as though they resonate with you on the aspect of love, they dipped. They ghosted you. They, you know, they definitely miss you though. Because people that love unconditionally, again, they love you in spite of, right? In spite of how you treated me. In spite of, it's like, when you are able to really look past, I don't know, I feel like y'all have a way of looking, even with the people that have done you bad, y'all have a certain way of looking at people to where it's like your response may be like, may God bless you. You know what I'm saying? May God bless you. Because there must be a sense of lack in your life to where you look at mine in such an abundant way for you to have to treat me this way. So I just pray that God blesses you to where it repairs your heart, or you are able to do the work in order to acquire these certain things for yourself instead of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's making me think of that clip that Cat Williams was talking about on I think it was Club Shay Shay or whatever, Shannon's show, or maybe it was somewhere else. But when he said, when you give, and don't just give with the intent of hoping something good comes back to you. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you are that type of a giving person, when it comes to you wanting to withdraw anything from the world, it's like you'll never get denied, basically. Because you never know how God would align certain people, places, and things to work out in your favor, all because of the love that you give, the love that you bear. So whatever it is that you lack, it's going to be somebody that's going to come in and cure that. You are what you attract what you are. Y'all got people around you that really do love you, who does that appreciate you and your gifts, and or just how giving that you are. So like, I don't care if you lost your job, if you ain't got no car, if you ain't got nowhere to stay. Y'all have people around y'all that's always wondering like, well, this shit is going on in Collector's life, and this is going on, this is going on. How do they still stay afloat? How are they still, how it's crazy to even be in that space, to be asking how somebody is so fucking happy and protected and loved and cared for. Fix, whoever that is, fix your damn heart space. You should be silently if you really cared about that type of person, you should be silently thanking God. Thank you, God. I know I was close enough to see what this person went through, and I see that they're in a better space now. Thank you, God, for protecting them, for picking them back on their feet, for this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The energy be different. Are you concerned for good purposes, or are you concerned as to how y'all was able to like triumph that? Hey, big dog. So yeah, when you feel like your love was conditional with people, you have to separate yourself. Like, dang, you only love me when I'm able to do this, or you only love me when I'm able to do that. Or it's making me think of that Londrell song. Love without conditions is the only love that's true. No matter what goes down, true love won't stray from you. I've got it right here. I got it right here. No matter what goes down, everybody love you when you up. When everything is on the up and up, when you pop, when you're doing this, when you're doing that, everybody love you. But when shit start going like this, where's that same love? Some people, you was around a lot of people that loved when you stroked their ego. Because the way in which you love people, I don't feel like y'all know how to halfway love people. It's either you're all in or you're all out. And evidently some of these people that's all out, you ain't got no more love to give them. You gave them as much love as they allowed themselves to have. Because a lot of these people, they self-sabotage their own sense of, they self-sabotage the love that they could have continued to been getting from you. It's unconditional. So we got talking here. Interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, emails, talking more. Okay. Are we back? Okay, my bad, y'all. Somebody must have been trying to call me. It's a lot of interruptions and distractions within these last 2 lives. But listen, when you separated yourself from these people, that's when you started to be the topic of the conversation. This is a prime example of that boozy analogy that I was giving y'all. When he was talking about if you had a table full of people talking shit about everybody else and how other people are operating in their gifts, when you get up, you will be the next one. This is what's going on. And that's crazy because these are people that you really had a lot of love for, and they had a lot of love for you, so to speak, okay? But it's like, how much love did these people or this person have for you for it to take for you to, the ego got hurt, okay? For you to separate yourself from them and take your love back, for them to now be talking about you. It's like, damn, did you ever really fucking love me like you say you did? Or are you just hurt at the fact that I don't want to fuck with you no more? Like, that's your energy. It's given, what's her name? And Mary J. Blige. Because I had read the comments and people was like, I guess old girl was like, she said something is not a friend of me. And then, but people in the comments was saying like, y'all been friends for over 30 years. Okay, so now that this situation happened, now you trying to make it seem like, oh, that was never your friend. Like, so you know what I'm saying? You probably wasn't the friend the whole friendship if that's the case. Because somebody in the comments was like, just admit that you hurt, that your homegirl hurt, that you got hurt by your homegirl hurt you in a way, instead of making it seem like, oh, that's no friend of mine. Like, been 30 years and y'all was never really friends. So you just been fake the whole fucking time. Somebody is realizing too. Somebody has a sense of a worry here as well, because it made me think of this one post when it was like, when you just told someone about yourself, knowing that they talk about everybody else, and like he had his hands on his head and it panned him out. Somebody must have told somebody something, and then afterwards was just like, that's the wrong person I should have told. This person be running their mouth about everybody else under the sun. Child. What's this talking energy? What's being talked about when it comes to collective? How you evolving? Your growth. Okay. The butterfly. Somebody could like butterflies. And I seen a butterfly look like this too, but it was like all black, and then it had an outlining of like this kind of print on the outer part of the wings. It was so pretty. I didn't get a chance to take a picture, but it says evolving and growth, next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. Okay, so yeah, somebody's definitely talking about how you release their ass. A lot of people it's a lot of people that's putting their foot in their mouth when it comes to you. It's like people see that you are a very loving person, collective. Very loving person. Okay? But it's like somebody here that you could have separated yourself from tried to invoke fear into someone. It's like jealousy, it's envy, because somebody sees how a lot of people love you. So this is somebody that's like, I wouldn't mess with collective, I wouldn't work with them, I wouldn't love them, I wouldn't be their friend, I wouldn't do it, something like that, right? But that shit failed, evidently. Okay, so now somebody here is worried because it's like the manner in which they were speaking on you in, and the things that they were saying in order to prevent people from fucking with you, is now causing them to look a certain way. Because when people, when I just feel like when other people come in contact with maybe someone that's this energy was talking to you about, it's nothing but like love that people speak about you. Somebody is noticing the difference in energies. It's like when, and this could be their own energy, when they look at you, they see that you are growing, you're evolving, you know, they can tell that you love yourself, and you're not a selfish person. But it's somebody that's hurt off the fact that like you separated yourself from them, so now they want to have other motherfuckers try and separate themselves from you. People be real life haters. Okay. Real life haters. What's this fear though? What was that about? What type of fear was somebody trying to put onto someone else? Key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. Okay. Somebody tried to make it seem as though, and that's the thing, because you're with love, you are somebody who's very devoted and committed to not only making yourself feel loved, but other people. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. But somebody tried to, if this is love, somebody tried to make it seem like you was probably a player, or, you know, you wasn't nothing really worth committing to. It's weird ass energy from all angles, collected. Lord. And it's merely the energy that they were in. Somebody tried to make it seem as though like you were unreliable. A hater. A hater. Because I feel like the only sense that would come off to someone that's unreliable is somebody that feels as though you are going to chase them and you don't. Yeah, not today, not tomorrow, not the next day. You don't do the chasing. You don't have to chase people down in order for them to let you know, in order for you to let them know that you love and you care about them. You don't have to do that shit. Okay? So somebody feels away because like you have boundaries. It says boundaries and her avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Okay? So somebody definitely felt away. This is like This is like, okay, somebody putting fear into someone in regards to you, right? That person believing whatever the fuck the hater had to say regarding to you and deciding to treat you a certain way, right? But it's a using type of energy, right? String along, one night stand, unconventional, many options. Like somebody could have treated you like an option, like you wasn't really that much of a big deal, but whenever it may benefited from them in some way, shape, or form, then that's the way in which they'll use you. One night stand, right? But your energy with not today, you know the gifts that you possess. So you're not just gonna let a motherfucker treat you any type of way. But this energy felt comfortable treating you this way because of whatever somebody else has said. So when you kind of put the egg to this motherfucker's face and was like, yeah, not today. Yeah. Catch me a couple years ago when I didn't have this self-esteem, when I didn't know the gifts that I had or whatever it is. Yeah, you may have been able to try and make me feel a certain type of way. You may have been able to have me string along alongside you. But not today. Not today. So somebody is upset by that. This is like somebody that tried to have some type of power over you, I feel as though. And now you're not budging. Like this person could have been in the energy of laughing and was just like, yeah, I can get this person. I'm only going to deal with this person. Like, you know, talking shit, laughing about you and only using you for when it's beneficial for them. But now that they don't have that certain type of access to you now it's like, well, why? Why can't I use you anymore? It's like, bitch, find somebody else to do it. Find somebody else the fuck to do it. And now they because you put a boundary up, now somebody's upset. They knew they was wrong because they treated you in a way that went off the opinion or the experience of another motherfucker. So when this person sees that you established a boundary with them in avoiding the conversation, it's an elephant in the room. They see that you're not dealing with them, you're not chasing after them, you're not trying to even see what the fuck is going on. You are too busy focused on the people that actually do love you, that actually do consider you, who loves you unconditionally, not just under the conditions of what the fuck they can get or do for you. Now, somebody could be worried now that you view them the same way in which the other person that told them about you views them. Because they could very much so be next in line and you separating yourself. I feel that. And this is like you showing love to everybody. You know, you giving unconditional love to everybody but them. And you're just going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to elevate. You're going to continue to show people love. But it's not going to be in the capacity of the people that actually genuinely do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you love unconditionally, you have, you know how to very much so still be cordial with people. Okay, so this looks like, you know, if you come into a room, you know how to speak. Okay, because that's how you was raised. Hello. you know, greet people, but you're not finna be kiki ha-ha and taking pictures and all of this with said people here. Other people, yeah, because you genuinely do have that type of vibe with those type of people. But that's what someone worries about, feeling outcasted when you are around. And that's when the sadness of the cries come in, because, you know, it's going to be evident that for someone like you that's very loving, it's going to be evident that you don't really fuck with people, certain people. And again, because everybody has this sense of unconditional love for you as you do for them, the culprit is going to be easily deciphered. It's going to be like, dang, collective, why you don't fuck with this person? And your response may be, I have my reasons. You know, I have my reasons. You're going to probably keep it cute. The whole time, this person know why you don't fuck with them. Somebody tried to treat you like, you know, like on The Devil Wears Prada, how she was treating Miranda or whatever. Like, this is how this person tried to treat you, like you was just some type of bus boy or bus girl for them. Like, what does self-esteem say? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and other people. It's like, you are not the only person, you know, this ain't that. You are not the only person that I tend to help or spread my gifts to. If you don't, if by me spreading it to you and it doesn't affect you in some type of way, then again, I'm not your cup of fucking tea. And that's okay. But I feel like you actually were this person's cup of tea. They took somebody else's opinion of you or experience of you and tried to make it their own. That's where they fucked up at, because they really fucked up on somebody that actually does have unconditional love for people. What more about this talking energy? Yeah, somebody's just mad because you cut them off. Yeah. Cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, okay? Because I feel like the person you cut out, they treated you that way. They treated you like you was fucking Miranda, like you had to come to their becking fucking knees. You had to go get the coffee. You had to look a certain type of way in order to fuck with them and this and that. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are to feel like you got the leverage over somebody as far as how people should look and act and be around you? Like, somebody had this God complex that was like, yeah, mean girl. On Wednesdays, we wear camouflage and flip-flop. Like, girl, good. Keep that shit over there then. Y'all can wear all the camouflage and pink flips all the fuck y'all want to. Just over there. It's one of those type of posse type of energies I get. But it's crazy because like there's a mix here though. There's a mix of people that these within this conversation that's seen how much you have grown, how much you've elevated, how beautiful you turned out to be. You know, I'm getting for some of y'all could have went through like that Steve Urkel and Stefan era. Okay, you could have been a little geeky, a little nerdy back in the day. But as you got older, you know, you really got into your looks, or, you know, you bulked up a little bit. You ain't the little scrawny little whoop you used to be. You know, you a little pressure. So that's getting talked about, right? For my feminine energies, you could have always been a beautiful person, but maybe it took with self-esteem for you to know it, for you to hold this type of confidence about yourself, okay? Because I say that because of doubt. With health, you know, some of y'all could, and I picked this up in the last slide, some of y'all could have lost a lot of weight. Some of y'all could got y'all weight up. If that's something that was a struggle. But when it comes to these people, I'm telling you, as you grow, evolve, and change, you're gonna look back at these people with change in the reverse and be like, yeah, motherfucker, you still the same. Like, people can say that about you as far as like your characteristics, your energy, but it's like the fear comes in because maybe you did change something with your physical appearance to where these people know what they said and how they treated you and things like that. But because you don't got no hate in your blood, when you see them, it ain't gonna be hateful. It's all love. It's still gonna be love. But in their minds, how they feel, because they know how they treated you, some of these people are scared to face you. But you have such a sense of like a free spirit where, again, you look at people differently as you grew up, as you evolved. And you look back, like, even when I look back at the ways in which like people used to talk about me and stuff, now that I'm older, it was just like, it makes me think. It was just like, yeah, like, it definitely was something about you that made you feel insecure about me to talk about me like that. And sometimes they be them same motherfuckers that hold on to that shit to think that they can treat you like that throughout your teenage years and your adult years and all of that. And yeah, it's not happening. It ain't happening no more, collective. You no longer letting people try and step over you or step on you. And you do it in such a graceful way, because it's like, I love you, but like not enough to want you to be around me like that. You give that energy off like, yeah, again, I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with you. Okay? I ain't gotta like you. Like, I love you, but I ain't gotta like you. Like, you care, collective, but you don't give a fuck. Okay? Like, if these people was burning, yes, you will hand them water. But whatever situation they got in to cause them to be burning in the fires that caused you to give them the water in the first place, you don't give a fuck about the reason. You like, you got what you needed? All right, cool, I'm gone. I hope all that, works out for you in some way, shape, or form. It ain't no hate in your blood, okay? Some people just cannot let go of the fact that you cut them off. Like, whoever this person is that's talking, they're gonna talk to, and it's like they keep getting booted out of the negative talk when it comes to you. Because it's like, I feel like they don't have, whoever's talking about you, they don't have a certain access to you. People can only talk about you from the aspect in which they were in your life. If you cut these people off, that's where that shit ended. So they can't really talk about shit else up until the point in which you cut them off. So if you ain't talked to motherfuckers in years, collective, you have grown and evolved so much since then to where they only know the old version of you. Just because ain't shit changed with them, don't mean shit didn't change with you. You got a lot of love interest too that tries to make, it's like, I feel like with fear here, if you are somebody who's like very intuitive with these gifts that you have, y'all may have some y'all may have some people that's a little fearful because they feel like you can probably see right through them. Okay, so maybe these are people that you have some people that actually did shoot their shot, right? But they failed in it. But and I feel like because you have a way of sensing if someone is really able to match the unconditional love that you have, okay? You could have felt the energy of these people, like, yeah, you got options, or You only want me for one thing, or you just want to string me along, and your energy is just like, yeah, I have boundaries and standards. That will often scare people away when they have to abide by rules. So you got some people upset and mad because you didn't give them a chance to be an option of yours, if you do have options. Okay. I feel like you do, because some people may mistake the fact that you are a very loving person as like flirting, or you want to, you getting at them. It's just like, no, that's just the love that some people, again, they're not used to somebody being loving towards them unconditionally. Also, you may it's somebody here that is interested in you. Okay, I feel like this is somebody who is growing and evolving as well. I feel like a lot of you guys can be talking about the things that you had to heal and release from in the past. This is to be in this space with someone, it's hot as fuck. To be in this space with someone, I feel like this is someone who also has a sense of unconditional love for people, even if it comes to the expense of them having to cut people off. Okay? So you resonate with them in a way. You resonate with them in a way. What's this worry energy? If that's what I'm picking up on. What's this worry energy? Yep, exactly what I'm picking up on. Competition and enemy. The other woman look over your shoulder. Okay. Now, this person, if this conversation hasn't come about as far as what will make you and someone closer about talking about these certain type of things, maybe this is somebody who does not know that you like have certain type of gifts, right? So somebody wants to have a sense of vulnerability with you. And I feel like they have put themselves in a position of being vulnerable with someone before. And that situation didn't end up with failure. It did not end up, how they expected it to. It's the thing with trust. It's like enemy. This is like somebody talking to their enemy, thinking that it's a safe place, letting someone in on something. Again, it goes back to that energy that I was talking about. Like somebody felt like they spoke to someone and it was the wrong person they should have been speaking to. So with worry, because they feel this love from you. They feel the love. And maybe this is someone, for some of you guys, that separated themselves from you because the love felt so intense. They weren't ready for it. At least not that day. It says not today. Maybe, this is definitely runner energy. Because it's avoiding conversation. When there's a conversation, it's going to help someone grow and evolve when it comes to actually finding love. So this looks like somebody trusting someone, letting them know about something, and maybe a separation happened or whatever, and someone speaking on the things that they spoke to someone about in a sense of vulnerability. Because it's like, somebody kind of feels as though with this type of information or whatever, with competing energy, it would make someone feel as though they're above someone, or it says the other woman look over your shoulder. Like they will tell other women or other men, somebody that they couldn't trust, as simple as they could not trust this person. Yeah, heartbroken. But it was like with the intent to hurt someone. Like I said earlier, it's like, did you really love someone if separation took for you to speak on the things that they told you in private. It was like, no, you was just waiting for your turn. That's all that was. Somebody here was waiting for their turn to really hurt you in a way to show you that they have been a hater all along. Jealous and envious of your self-esteem, how you carry it. So when you reveal to a motherfucker your weaknesses, it makes them feel good inside. This is a suck ass type of person. Oh God. This whoever had that type of energy towards you or this person here that's scared to open up and talk to you about something. Deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving, and despair, breakup. It's some real spiteful people, man. And that's the thing. You love people in spite of what happened to them, what, you know, what they went through. And half the time, people be telling half-ass truths or half-ass lies, or I don't know. They don't be telling the full story as to how certain shit panned out the way that it did, but they tell the part that makes it look. Give me more on this worry. It just caused someone, this could be your energy or their energy. It caused someone to just really not trust people. Okay? The chaser. Fear of abandonment, chasing, codependencies. Yeah, whatever somebody disclosed to someone, it made someone... This is like some blackmail type shit. I do not like this energy. Because I see it's too loving people here that has definitely came across people that intentionally wanted to cause hurt, pain, and all that. But they thought it was funny though, at first. Because with this chaser energy, it's like somebody having something on someone, but the energy of the other person, they don't like to be cut out. They don't like fear of abandonment issues. They don't like to be separated from. They don't like to be, when somebody is not talking to them or whatever, it makes them feel alone. But if they have something to cause a motherfucker to give them the attention that they're seeking, they will use it. They will use it. They want to invoke fear into someone. In order to get someone to come back. So that's what somebody dealt with here. Somebody does not want their sense of vulnerability to be weaponized towards them. Yeah. Karmic relationship. Resentment and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. This is somebody who is just like, you know, they're thinking about the crying now instead of the laughing, the enjoying what's in the present moment, you know, like somebody feels like the way in which you carry yourself and how you are this beacon of love, it scares them to really fully enjoy it. In the love department, I should say. But on the other aspect of this, you know, you do have some other feminine energies when it comes to competition energy. The chaser, the Miranda from The Devils Wear Prada, they want you to come chase them and be codependent on their energy and feel like you need them. But it's because these people are in competition with you. Okay, so that's why these people treat you away as far as feeling as though they're the ones that can put you in a better position, when in all actuality they're not. It's you that can put yourself, it's you and Big G that can put yourself in those positions. That's why it's so important to keep operating in your gifts. Your gifts is going to make room for you, not another motherfucker. What do they say? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Of course, this person, you know what I'm saying, may have wanted to be close with you for the benefit of what they can get, or however it is that they can try and make you feel. But that is definitely somebody that was not to be trusted. Because as soon as they get whatever it is that they need from you, they talking about you. To when they get around other people that may not rock with you. Somebody must have said something about you too. It got someone worried, because like, as much as somebody may have been, because it's like somebody's running away from this snake energy, and it's causing the snake energy to now chase them down. But somebody is realizing like, oh no, you in competition with Collective. You really the enemy. Because again, like I said, somebody is talking good on your behalf. They like, yeah, Collective. But somebody spoke bad first before they started to talk good on you. So this is somebody who was a little bit too comfortable, and they thought that they can speak down on you. And this is the other energy. Let them finish. This is like Kanye West and Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you finish, and then afterwards, it's like, Collective had one of the best albums of the year. Okay, Collective had one of the greatest comebacks from the year. And so for them to speak highly of you, and this is like somebody like, oh, well, they cut me off, so like I ain't got a chance to see what next phase that they entered and whatnot. So with how unconditional your love is, and how you actually show people love, for you not to want to show this person love, they gave themselves the fucking confirmation as to why this person now looks at this other energy that was speaking bad about you as somebody they can't trust. Because how this person views you and has observed you is very different from how this other energy speaks on you. Your engagement ring is in the reverse. Like somebody's just no longer like committed to engaging with this person anymore. Separate yourself and leave a motherfucker hurt, and watch them drag out how much you done hurt them, and you did this and did that. They ain't mentioned shit about what the fuck they did. They can only talk up into that point, like I said. So as you go and you continue to leave them where they had you fucked up at, and you elevate and you make something out of yourself, it's like, how lame do you sound? Only, you know, dragging my reaction to your bullshit to try and make Collective look a certain type of way. What's going on with self-esteem? The dragonfly, okay? Lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal, okay? Basically, that was all over the place. Some of y'all really have the gift of discernment, okay? It says, again, I possess gifts that benefit me and others. Because you are very aware of the love energy that you have, and you're full of it, it's very easy to decipher people who aren't. So with this be lighthearted with finding things out and change, with the more you carry this self-esteem and you come across these certain type of energies, be very aware of body language. Okay, when you get to speaking about yourself, look how they, pay attention to how people are looking at you, the reactions that they have when you just are happy and proud of whatever it is that you have accomplished. Also pay attention to, those very same people when other people gas you up, per se, that are able to compliment you on things that people funny, man. This is like you looking really good and you talking to one of these fake people, right? You came, you look nice or whatever. You know you look nice, self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Not only do you like to look good, but you like to be easy on the eye to other people too. Okay? You know when you put that shit on. So this is like you talking to a fake ass motherfucker and you can just see them eyeing you down, peeping everything you got on and all this. So you know you see me, but they don't say nothing, right? And this is like another person coming and being like, oh my God, you look so nice. And this and that. And now they want to join in. It's like, motherfucker, you had all this opportunity. Like, I say that to say, as far as your gift of discernment, with you not even having to hear it out of their mouth, that you intimidate them, but more so off the body language. Hey, Tyler. The body language. And sometimes the motherfucker would tell you how they feel if you listen to them. You gotta learn, read between the lines when it comes to people. Okay? Sometimes that jokingly shade just be shade, baby. It just be shade with a little chuckle at the end. But that's how motherfuckers really be feeling. But now that you happy and comfortable in the skin that you in, or whatever it is that you're doing, everybody on mute. Okay, bitches, they got nothing to laugh about now. Collective. Give me more on this love energy. Yep. You simply show people the aspects about themselves that they need to focus on when it comes to not only loving themselves, but being a better person and loving other people. Okay, you are a reflection of what a lot of people want to embody, but refuse to do the work to naturally embody it. Not wear a mask and pretend to be this loving, caring person for today, and then tomorrow, not today. We all have our days, right? But your character has a way of addressing when it's not the day. Okay? With boundaries, you could be like, you know what? I had the energy yesterday to do that or whatever, but you know what? Today is just not my day. You still telling someone in a loving way. It ain't like, no, get the fuck out of my face. I ain't got time for that today or whatever. And then tomorrow you're like, oh my God, hello. How are you? Like, no. You know, it's you hold a mirror up to people, okay? And that hurts only, it reflects them inner wounds that people, don't want to face within themselves. Hate is just misguided love, okay? Hate is just misguided love. You can't help the fact that it's some parts within people that they were groomed to not like about themselves due to how other people made them feel about that. And, that shit follows you. If you don't look at yourself and decipher how you feel about you and decipher how other people try to make you feel about you. Because trust me, it's a lot of grown ass people that still operate in childish ass ways. It's like, damn, when you ever gonna grow up? Like, do you not understand the way that the reason why you act like that is because of the shit that you've been through? Like, you don't have to be that way. You choose to act that way. We all came here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a sense of innocence when we came into this world. It wasn't until experiences, people, places, and things happened to us to where it caused us to be who we are. But once you determine the word love and you get a feel of what it is and you understand it, you can either choose to be it or you can choose to act in ways in which that's just how I am. No, you don't have to be that way. So stop making excuses. Okay? I remember I had an ex and I did not like the way in which he communicated with me. He was like, well, that's just how I talk. Okay. Some of y'all like, well, this is just how I'm going to leave then. Okay? Girl with a snake. I'm telling you, somebody, y'all got, ooh-wee. And this is really a thing. Like, I can't speak on it from a masculine aspect because, you know, but I'm pretty sure y'all go through it too. But from a feminine aspect, like, when you love yourself, I love seeing other women love themselves in whatever capacity that is. I love seeing women love themselves and recognizing the details that they put and putting that shit on and stuff. It was like, oh, like, you know, your feet, you know, you got these features and you decide to put that on. Boom, you know exactly what works with you, could look good and this and that. Like, I love seeing that, right? But there are some women who'll be knowing a motherfucker got that shit on, they look a certain type of way, or they carry themselves a certain type of way, it can go however, and will still try and find something. Again, it goes back to the mirror. And when you hold yourself in this certain type of high regard, on top of you being this loving person, when you get to feeling snake ass energy around you, you set them boundaries quick. And but to them, because they already think that you all that, establish some boundaries with them. It's really going to create them to feel a certain type of way. Because you enabled them to come into your energy and try and make you feel any less than what you already feel about yourself. Okay, 11-11. And that's that on that. Shit. The runner. Yeah, you getting far the fuck away from these type of energies. As you should, collective. As you should. On the aspect of love with this person here that's scared to have a sense of vulnerability with you, as much as they have dealt with snake feminine energies, you have too. You have too. You run away from them, and this other energy has dealt with some that has blackmailed them in order to keep them around, to chase after them, to plead or bow down to them in some weird shape, form of way. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting, okay? Enjoy this moment that you have with whoever this person is. Hold on, let me see. Who is this person in the love department? Y'all have y'all reasons, you know, as to why you may be the runner and why, you know, like, they want to come chasing after you. But what stops them is the fear of, like, if I become vulnerable, 9 of Wands, yeah, they done been battered and bruised. They pick themselves back up, but they are nervous. Somebody just doesn't want this to be another failed experience with someone that they open up their heart to and they, you know, use it against them. I had read something that says something like, it's unfair for someone to use your sense of vulnerability as a weapon to validate something outside of the space that you were vulnerable with them in. If that makes sense. Yeah. The Chariot Tower, okay? What's at the bottom? 10 of Cups. Ooh-wee. This tower has to come down, okay? Between y'all, this little elephant in the room, it has to come down. What's this Chariot, though? You could have hurt this person's ego, okay? It's like they ran, maybe because, again, that's something that they went through with someone, right? So now instead of them chasing people, they want other people to chase them. You didn't. You separated yourself from them. But the underlining thing as to why this person operated in this way of wanting people to chase after them now is because they did the chasing. They were the ones that was vulnerable, and it backfired on them with the wrong person. But they're very determined. They're stubborn, though. That's why I was laughing. 4 of Cups to the Chariot. They want to pull up on your ass so bad, but they stubborn. Because it will put them in that space of feeling like they're the chaser again. That's what they're scared of. 2 of Wands, okay? But when it comes to you, it's like, I feel like this person can really see you in their future. They're willing to leave whatever it is that they have to have behind in order to have you in it. Because when they look at you, they look at the bigger picture. And it's the fact that you love this person in spite of whatever it is that they may have said or done to try and cause even fear within you as to not messing with them. Okay, this could be somebody that's like, yeah, I got options, you know, trying to just throw little stuff out there to try and see if you would leave them before they left you. Queen of Wands. They think you look fine as hell. So this is somebody who, like, why do people play these type of games? Golly. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like somebody was trying to figure out what type of woman you were. So this person could have told you some things, again, that could have made you be a little fearful towards dealing with them. But you still showed them love. You still showed them love. They thought by doing this was going to cause this situation to, again, self-sabotage. This person wanted to self-sabotage this. How did they feel towards you? 9 of Pentacles. They feel like you're better off without them. That's probably why they, you're not afraid to speak up, especially with self-esteem, too. You have the possibility of, like, calling this person out on their bullshit, but in a loving way. And if you don't have the energy to do that, then you just separate yourself. So that automatically makes them sit in their own shit that they tried to cause with you. Okay, you guys are a pair. King of Wands. I mean, Knight of Wands, I'm sorry. Yeah, that explains it. Ace of Wands, yeah. You could have been intimate with this person, okay? 3 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. They thought something was going to work. They thought that if they came in, they laid the pipe down, and this and that, it was going to cause you to, again, want to chase them. Knight of Wands, they felt like they can come in and out your life whenever they wanted to. But it caused the total opposite effect that we're going for. Nine of Pentacles, like, you don't mind being by yourself. It's not like you need the D in order to, you know. I mean, you the Queen of Wands, you fine as hell. There's plenty of D out here. There's plenty of them. You can have your pick of the litter. But what you're looking for is love. What they're looking for is love. But the way in which they try to figure out this with you is on this runner chaser type of thing. You run away from people, yeah, they're gonna call you. Love call. I miss you. I was thinking about you. I was just letting you know that this happened and that happened. Abundant, okay. Positive mindset, manifest gratitude and bliss, blessings. Give me some advice on this, Spirit, with collective in this person. What should collective what should collective do? All right, Seven of Pentacles. A lot to do with you know, is this something? I feel like Spirit was like, well, you asking us, what do you want to do? What do you feel in your heart that you want to do? Do you want to invest into this situation? With how this person operates in this Knight of Wands energy, and whatever it is that you really want when it comes to love, someone that loves you unconditionally as much as you give unconditional love, do you really want to invest with somebody that gives flighty energy? You know, somebody that you're going to be worried about? Because I told you the gist of why they act this way. Hurt people hurt people. But you can't expect that when this, you know, when you leave and you go, when this person leaves and do what they do, that you'll still be there. But something is setting into this person at the fact that, you know, you separated yourself from them. You took yourself out of the equation. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like you weighing out the pros and the cons when it comes to them. And if it's not in love, just in general with whoever these people are. Because we all have free will. But as far as love here, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Honestly, if you ask me, collective, you know, with this Four of Pentacles energy, this is somebody, again, because you are like this, you're in this energy of getting a lot of unconditional love for the person that you are, for your gifts, you know, and like I was saying earlier, be very aware in the manner in which people are coming back into your life. Okay? Because the energy with this person, whereas they wanted you to chase them because they thought they was the prize, they're seeing that you actually are the prize. And now it's like with the Four of Pentacles, is this sense of like wanting to have a possessiveness over you now. Because Seven of Swords, they know it's other people that also want to try and cop you up too. They know this. They knew this when they was operating with you in this flighty ass energy before. That caused you to separate yourself from them. You know what clip? I think a lot of y'all not even gonna want to deal with this person anymore. You know that clip from when Whitney Houston was doing that interview with that white lady, and she was like, "I changed my mind." That's what I'm seeing. Like, this person want to come in like, "Oh yeah, I miss you." Like, yeah, this person, they at one point they had you, but they was on some bullshit. So now you don't feel the same way about them. Like, yeah, you may have love for them, but you just may not love. in the way in which you were trying to before. Like, I changed my mind. Oh God, let's get some messages from Spirit when it comes to this situation. Okay, don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. This is when you will grow most. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. Okay, I'm telling you, even throughout fear and failure and worrying, your gifts made room for you, collective. So enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like, you kept your eye on the prize. With you being the prize, you was focused on yourself. Despite how other people may have felt towards you, despite the projection, okay? It says, let go of the old and make room for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears, or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned action and choices, okay? So in this current moment, because I'm hearing technical difficulties, we have a tech. You have some people trying to distract you, just like how this past lover coming back in, just how it's people trying to distract other people from giving you love or showing you love or seeing you in the light of love. But based off of everything that's happening on the outside, collective, don't lose focus on what you are working on internally. Okay, it's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You got this. Okay, so listen, collective, the way in which you operate in, it's in a way in which not a lot of people are used to you being in. So a lot of things are going to be coming to surface when you start to operate in this way. Because nobody has anything to say when it comes to motherfuckers that's not doing anything. They're not changing, they're not growing, they're not evolving. You know, once somebody stays in the same space that they've always been, there's nothing really new to talk about when it comes to people. But as you do, understand that that's what comes with it. Because what I always say, like, you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Okay, so evidently you popping out here. Evidently, you know what I'm saying, your self-esteem has been boosted and is ruffling feathers, because the people that wanted to keep you so small see how much of a big dog you is. Okay, because you don't want no puppy, you want a big dog. All right. I love y'all, collective. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.